Changing weather, nice. The Wood Elves are on offense, and the whole kick and whatnot scenario is much better for them than it was at the beginning of the last game we saw Enarion play. So it looks like his plan A is quite ready to go into full effect. Plan A, of course, is to blitz this guy, knock him down, and run up the sideline and score on turn 2. Apologies if there's any noise coming through. We did get about 5 or 6 inches of snow last night. One of my neighbors is now out operating his snowblower to get rid of some of that. That's an interesting sort of setup. Nobody's behind the screen, everybody's in the screen. That probably won't matter too much. Guys are just going to get 1 or 2 players marked, and Enarion will just go right through them. Maybe he's calmed down in his old age and is less excited about scoring as fast as he possibly can. I don't know. Yeah, snowblower. It looks like a lawnmower. Only it scoops up snow and spits it out to the side and throws it out in the air, and you get the effect of shoveling snow without having to actually do any physical labor. Oh, well, that's a game changer, isn't it? That's a first turn foul to remove one of the War Dancers, and Enarion again. No Apo, so he's down a War Dancer. That's also his only Mighty Blow piece, so that's the guy he wants to kill people with. Now he's without. We know how effective the second War Dancer can be, as long as he's still around. Randomboy does have a Sure Hands ball carrier with Blodge. So you won't be able to tackle him, and you won't be able to strip ball him. But you can always leap all over the place. I don't know, I guess one reason to get an Apo would be because you need this guy, don't you? It's missed next game, so it's only 50-50 for the Apo even to work. I think if you had an Apo, you probably risk trying it to see what happens, because that guy's really important. Here you go. Look at that. Just that's a guy I'd like to have around, so let's Apo him, and there you go. He's back. Magic. Now, who's left to score? This guy, he's used his Blitz elsewhere. You can't run away from... oh, you're just going to hand it off to this guy, who, as a lineman, is fast enough to just dodge through and make 2+2+. And there you go, Enarion's winning. All that means is the guard blocker is now back on the field. And the Wood Elves are now defending with 10. 10 is still plenty of Wood Elves, I'll tell you. Randomboy had to use Zappo. He's lost a Peasant on a send-off. But getting that guy sent off for killing a War Dancer seems like a pretty decent trade. Again, he's got a safe ball carrier, much more so than trying to pick the ball up with Blitz Ross. So Randomboy's plan is probably just a slow and safe advance with this guy holding the ball. We've got an awful lot of guys up in the line of scrimmage, up around the tree. Brets do have Dauntless on half their players, so you might be able to Dauntless the tree down, especially with all this guard around, but I don't think it's really necessary to even be around here with all these guys. Sure, you'd like to take 2 dice blocks on these fellows. Maybe have somebody marking the tree so it doesn't go anywhere. If you really need have half your team lined up right on top of the tree, I don't know. Enarion did get another reroll in that kickoff. He's got no fans, and neither side has any aim for this game. All right, that worked right away. Badly hurt. Another guy who can't be saved because there's no Apo. And the Wood Elves are down to 9. All right, cost him a reroll to knock down the tree, but he's done it. And yeah, with the deep kick, you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't really get far enough forward to cage. I'd be bringing a couple of players back if I could, because Wood Elves don't really care about the screen. They'll just go around you or possibly through you. And it does feel pretty safe holding the ball on, the Sharan's Blodger. You're just barely out of range of, well, not the catcher. The War Dancer can't get there. So the catcher can still kind of be threatening, but by himself isn't really going to do much. And in overtime, keeping your guy company with a come on, Cyanide. I'm talking over here. Stop moving my camera. All right, let's pretend you can see what's happening in the backfield. There's a man with guard standing next to the ball carrier. So wouldn't matter with the strength 2 guy, but the strength 3 guys are not going to be able to get even a 1 dice block at the ball. Which you can't see because Cyanide doesn't want me to show it to you. Enarion can't quite reach the ball, so just take a little step forward. Presumably, Randomboy is going to try and move forward and cage up around here and get his team back in a more cohesive unit. Are you thinking about 3 dice in this guy on a blitz? That looks like the case. Well, yeah, I guess you do have enough people to come down. You can actually cage. Can't put a guy. Well, or yeah, you could move this guy forward first and then just blitz via this longer path. But it means you can't protect your killer as well afterwards. You're not going to protect him anyway. He's fine. Everybody's fine. So if you want to hit the ball, you have to come here, leap to. Well, no, you've got guard on opposite corners, so there's no square from which you can hit the ball. So I don't think Enarion will even give it a try. All right, no tackle Football won't do anything against sure hands. As long as Randomboy can keep up his cage with the guard on opposite corners, you're hoping to roll double sixes, and that's it. Probably not ever worth it. It's got to hurt to have to go to a more passive defense, though. But the tree is doing good work. He doesn't move anywhere. Everybody's blocked off the left really well, and it becomes hard to swing around to the right because the tree's in the way. Enarion can dodge around aggressively because he's got 4 rerolls. It's only the first half. He can do whatever he wants with those rerolls. And just try and maximize blocks. 2 stuns here is pretty solid. This cage is all free to move. It can swing off to the right a little bit. I don't know where it's going to go now. Is it not going to go anywhere? Is Randomboy going to abandon his ball protection? Alright, is he going to shuffle this guy back here, put the ball here, and then bring this guy into that corner? I guess that's what you have to do. Unfortunately, that means he's given up his guard corners. Probably all right. This catcher could do a 3+2+ dodge, come around here, base these guys. War Dancer can well, no, still not for easy because you'd have to. No, you could base here to block those guys. You base from this square. He jumps here, leaps in, and you've got 1 dice on the ball. Not really necessary, but it's the kind of thing that basically every turn against Wood Elves you have to be thinking, how easy is it for them to just leap in and stack the ball? And at this point, on this turn, he had a shot at it if he wanted. I guess he didn't need it. I decided to just sit back because playing the passive defense is, at this point, it's kind of working. Brett still have 4 turns to get forward, but not going to be easy for them. Okay, he's going to base here anyway. Then what? Now it's just 1 dice, a random cage corner. We got a lot of Brett's based. This fellow is free to move. These 2 are finally unstunned next turn, but they're stuck on a tree. So they'd have to 3+ out. Still think maybe the thing to do is try and go back to the right, but I don't know if it helps an awful lot. You don't really have the space to squeeze up the sideline. You thinking about that? I mean, what else would that Blitz be for? Instead, he's just going to put everybody on the tree, which is a little scary. And now that everyone's based the tree, who's going to help protect the ball? The answer is nobody. You got to hide. As long as Randomboy is going from good cage to slightly less good cage to just random screen while also not moving forward. I think Enarion can be pretty satisfied with that. Getting guys knocked down, but armor is holding up. The tree is still kind of stopping any sort of move through in this direction. Maybe next turn the tree gets knocked down. That'll be a problem. But where do you go now? What do you do with the ball? There ain't much. That's a catcher, so you have an immediate 2 dice here if you want it. It's likely that these guys are just going to dodge away, though. He might blitz this fellow. That's why he's staying in contact. You blitz him with a ward answer, push him back a square. Or no, he's just going to use enough assists to 2 dice him with a catcher. And you can still blitz him. Dan, did you complain and leave for a while? Yeah, it looks like Fant complained and left for a while. Extra arm spot. Always on top of the situation. It's starting to look difficult for the Brets. Their offense is going nowhere. And he had 7 turns, so repeating the same performance in the second half is not going to get him anywhere either. And finally time to try and shift sides. It doesn't really help you an awful lot. Because, you've got the movement to do it. These guys can all get to around here, but they don't have the movement to get around and turn the corner because they're just too far to the left. I'm not sure this guy can come over here and try and screen off some people, but the Wood Elves are fast enough to get back and cover it, I would think. And it's just running out of time. He's in scoring range here with 2 turns. Brets are fast enough, movement 7. You can score without any GFIs. But there's no other threats farther downfield. There's nothing else really going on. And you're just going to peasant down that tree. Having so many guys on the tree for so long has been part of the problem. Take root has failed, but he stood up, which is more important at this point. There's a guy hiding behind the tree in classic Enarion style. Might need to dodge away. Might just take the block that he's got. Yeah, this is not a tree you want to get in a fight with. This is a tree you want to get away from. Well, balls based. So I guess we can all go home now. Those of you who are watching this from not your home, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you watching me on a Sunday morning while you're like sitting in church watching on your phone or something? I don't know, but that's not something you should be doing. Where's the guy? Nobody's really threatening. What the hell? Oh, look at that. Just dodge right through. Now the ball is double based. Sure, you can block this guy. You can block another guy. You can blitz one of the two, but how much does that help? Everybody's stuck on the tree. These three players are free to move, but now you got to get forward almost your entire movement allowance. And you can't go straight, and you can't go left straight, and you can't go right straight. You're running out of straights. Yeah, well, he's not a scoring threat anymore. But I'm sure Enarion had that in mind as one of his plays. This player is in range to score next turn. It's 2 GFIs for him. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is. This guy's 1 GFI away from scoring. Is your plan to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then hand off to you? Or it's just more of the sideline cage. It doesn't have the guard here. So I guess you just lock everybody up. This poor guy who got KO'd could have come back here to set up some cheeky surf plays, but he's not going to be able to do that because he's KO'd. You got 8 or 9 seconds to think about dodging this guy or taking the block. Following adds an extra die or two, but nothing too serious. Enarion's Wood Elf armor has been holding up pretty well. I mean, he did lose a War Dancer to a foul early on, and he's had a second injury and then 1 KO, but he's playing with 8. That's quite a few. A big change when you're facing 1 Mighty Blow instead of 6. I think his plan is just kind of wall things off. No sidestep anywhere. So these guys can get blocked out of the way. The War Dancer is probably going to come blitz. I don't know, 1 die on this guy, push him back a little bit, and then stand here. Oh, he's going to try to leap over and blitz from behind. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Right? And very long legs makes it possible. He rolled a skull. So it's a 1, 2, and a 1, and very long legs made the leap happen, but unfortunately not good enough. That was pretty sweet. Randomboy just needs to knock everybody out of the way. We've got a couple of GFIs to make, but not too bad. Surf this guy, and then he's out of the way. Ooh, maybe you can't. Ooh. I think you gotta re-roll that, right? Because you're not scoring any other way. Yep. You don't have a re-roll for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a single GFI. But what choice do you have? So it was a pretty uninspired offense, but it's come down to only needing a single GFI to score anyway. And not having learned his lesson about 3 dice blocks, he tries another one anyway. This one, not so bad. Mighty Blow, he's got a stun, but not enough. What do you got here? Can you roll a 2+? You can, and so the score is tied, and Randomboy will be going to the second half offense, 1-1. I did not get his KO back, so Enarion will be defending with 7 players, and Randomboy will still be attacking with 11. He still has his ball carrier, still has his whole team basically, so he'll want to do pretty much the same as he did, I guess. He'll want it to go a little more smoothly, maybe with fewer players on the Wood Elves. He'll stay away from the tree. It doesn't look likely. He's going to need to make that pickup. 1-9 fail of there is pretty scary with all the Wood Elves in range to grab it. Knocking that guy over is nice. That's how an assist against catcher. Oh. Wrestle down the tree with his claw. Mighty Blow. I still don't like going after the tree with your whole team. But he's going to have a cage. This fellow will be a cage corner. This fellow will be a cage corner. And he'll pick the ball up with his ball carrier. Doesn't have guard exactly where he wants it, but it's still going to be pretty safe. Ooh, a little scary. Failed the first one. Hit the second. 3 has rooted. If you're Randomboy, you want this offense to go 8 turns. That's 8 turns of this tree not moving anywhere. Just get away from it. Random unskilled lineman kills a man. Oh, we're down to 10 against 7. Like War Dancer will come and blitz this guy. Pretty useful target. Another guard, get rid of him if you can. And keep more people in front of the ball. Got him, but didn't get him. Sneaky man hiding behind the tree. Like, let's stay there. Nope, I guess not. For the semi-passive screening. I guess the plan is 3 dice blitz this fellow. Three dice was not enough. Oh, yeah. Well, he's got tackle, so it was. Like what? Cage another step forward, or just keep the ball where it is? Gonna go there and shift things around so that it does have guard on both corners. And currently, no need to be in a rush. Nice to get this guy back into the game. Having made that dodge, I guess this is the next plan. And didn't get it, but probably let that go because you can use him later on, unless he kills himself. peasant has to take a block. He's going to get clawed. That's right. This is Blitz Pit. Everybody has claw. It doesn't matter if you're only armor 7 and you're only getting pushed anyway. Even isolated, the tree is still doing some useful stuff. It's not easy to switch sides. That's part of the value of your tree. Even if he's taken root in his original square where you started the whole drive, you can't really go through him very much. Oh, you got chuckle dodged. So Randomboy might be tempted to blitz this guy out of the way and try and run everybody all the way up to here. He's got enough speed to get most of these guys around. Some of them are peasants, they can't quite do it. You might be able to set up a cage in this area if you so desire. I'm fairly certain he has the keys, but I don't know what he's going to do with them. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That guy there. This guy can get all the way to bottom here. You got yourself a cage, and you're in great shape. Much better off than the first half offense went. So those last peasants will end up here. And Randomboy looks to be in great shape at the moment. You hit this guy, follow, get him out of there. And the tree is suddenly no longer relevant. You can get this fellow all the way up here. Or you can foul a man. No assist, just whack a catcher. Didn't work out. It didn't really cost him anything. It's not the worst thing to try. All right, you got 2 elves stunned in the backfield, the tree going nowhere. So you're kind of trying to defend with just 4 guys at the moment. It's not easy. Come through in base. Looks like he's going to. It feels a little scary to have to do that, but you might be at the point where you don't really have any better choices. Force Randomboy to take some blocks and hope he doesn't just kill all 3 of these guys. Because you're not going to just sit back and do nothing. Not going to slow these guys down. Brets are rolling at the moment. All right, lost one of them. Just pushing him back is a little more conservative, but conservative is always fine when you're playing against Wood Elves. You can reestablish cage. He's got himself a Vengabus with a 5th wheel and a guy a battering ram. So he gets to make a block there and you're another one, and these look pretty grim if you're Enarion right now. 4 elves in a tree. At least these 2 guys are no longer stunned and they can stand up and try and get back into things. One can come near the ball, but it's hard to see. It's hard to see him doing an awful lot right now. You know, we always have faith in Enarion. If anybody's going to find a way to make things happen when he's down to 4 elves in the dream, it is Enarion, but that's why he's playing, and I'm just watching because I don't know what the fuck you do here. He's setting up a leap, apparently, and wasn't able to make that work, but he does have a whole bunch of rerolls, so I guess he's just going to red dice the ball and hope for double pows. That's a 1 in 36 to knock the ball loose and probably scatter somewhere where you can't get it anyway. But I guess I don't know what else to do, right? You gotta keep fighting. It's res. It's so cares if your guys get killed. This is an elimination match, so losing doesn't help you. If you lose, you're out. He's already got 4 casualties, so maybe you can still try and protect your guys and hope everyone comes back and you can 1 turn, but that's starting to reach the point where it's not very likely. You're just going to get 3 dice with tackle and probably fouled. And I gotta stay careful here. I guess maybe you're not going to foul because you need both of these guys to cover the ball. You know, this guy could come around and block off the back, and then you foul the ward answer. No, you did knock him over. You pushed him there. All right, just injure him. I guess one way to protect the ball is to remove the entire opposition team. Sent off for a stun is all right. Because, well, can't tell if this guy's guard yet. Cyanide. He does not. So it is possible to just come right in here and hit the guy. But again, you're hoping for double pows. Because you're hitting a blodger uphill. No tackle, no strip, none of that stuff. And that's the only guy you had available to move. Might just leave all these guys here, and then try another big foul on this guy. Oh, I don't like coming. Don't stand next to the end zone. You don't want to give him a chance to push you into the end zone. That's that could have been a problem. That's another send out for a stun, but it's taking another turn away. No, he's got he's got 3 linemen in jail. You still want to have 3 guys with fend in case of a potential 1 turn, but it's now with 5 casualties. It looks unlikely to be a problem. And ball's gonna get based again because I mean, what else do you do? I guess you just fail GFI. All right, now that it's turn 15, you can safely stand next to the end zone if you so desire. run down this way where this guy can't quite reach you. Or no, you're just gonna cage. He's run out of people to foul with, so you're not gonna foul him again. You don't really need to. You've just got a cage. That's fine. As you said, it's looking pretty grim. Well, Enarion's got nothing, but he's still going to try it. He's going to make a leap, and then an uphill block is, again, you got to roll double pows. Could happen, you never know. I mean, what else? I mean, it's not like just passing the turn is going to get you anywhere. Found one, didn't find the other. And you make a bunch of dodging. Four, 5, 6, 7. You can get enough people over here to 3 dice this guy with tackle. Not likely to make a difference, but why not? Oh no, he's going to do it with Mighty Blow instead. I guess with 3 dice, you're just hoping to knock him down, and turns out you didn't need it. So that removal is nice. Walk in the end zone, and Enarion has to somehow pull off a miracle. We've seen him do it before. How are the old KO rolls? They are, not very good. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's got 3 men. And he's got to try and score somehow. So what he needs is a riot and a touchback and a miracle. And he's got a 3-man and 2 linemen to do it with. So I think we can call this one at this point. This is going to be it for the morning. It's 10:20. So I'll be back in, well, I don't even know if I'll be back. Well, it depends who's playing. But when this ends, we'll call the stream, and we'll have another fight happening in 2.5 hours when we get to the money rounds. Enarion is going to be out. Randomboy will make the final 4. Yeah, I got 1 removal to take with him to the bank, but it's not going to help a whole lot. Ball, and he's going to run away. Nice pass, 6-6. A little too late for those, but what are you going to do?